Today we are going to talk about surgical strike. Yes, I hope you all have seen the Uri movie. It's a beautiful movie, a must watch. Today we are going to talk about certain facts about that surgical strike. So let's begin. On 28 and 29 September, Indian Army conducted the surgical strike across LOC in Pak-occupied Kashmir. Why the surgical strikes were carried out by the Indian Army? Well, the first and the foremost reason being there was no element of introspection by Pakistan post the Uri terror attack. 3,370 Indian security personnel have been martyred since Kargil by Pakistan-sponsored terror. 5,265 innocent civilians have been killed since Kargil by Pakistan-sponsored terror. Pakistan-run terror camps in POK means Pakistan-sponsored terror on our territory. A message of intent had to be sent to Islamabad for brazenness in backing terror. The strikes were carried out by men from the Indian Army's Para Special Force Regiment. We will never know the actual name of any of the soldiers or the major who was decorated with the Kirti Chakra for his gallantry in the surgical strike. 3 teams were sent for the surgical strikes. 2 colonel-ranked officers were the commanders of the teams that were sent to avenge the terror attack. It is unclear whether they themselves led any of the teams. There were 19 men in the team led by the major who won the Kirti Chakra. Almost the same number of men were there in other 2. All 3 teams crossed the LOC at different locations, one of which was Uri. The SF teams that were sent on the mission had coincidentally trained as a single unit in winter 2015. This special training had created the necessary bonding in the whole unit, thus resulting in absolutely precise coordination between every soldier of the teams. Only the highest authorities of the country knew of the plan. The names included Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Rajnath Singh, the then Defence Minister late Manohar Parrikar, NSA Ajit Doval, and few handful of top military commanders. In spite of knowing everything, PM Modi did not for a moment give the impression that something was cooking. Around 7 terror launch pads were targeted, which left at least 80 terrorists dead. Only one para-soldier was slightly injured in the mission and no one was left behind. This is remarkable because the military planning had also taken into account the number of soldiers who would lose their lives in the mission. In fact, this was one of the major reasons why the Indian political establishment was particularly proud of the success of the surgical strikes. The para-SF men selected for the mission were equipped with the best technology available with the Indian Armed Forces. On their way back, the major and his men took a longer route to fool the Pakistani soldiers who were expecting the SF on the shorter route. Pakistani soldiers fired everything from sniper rounds to rocket launchers to mortars, but could not hit a single SF Jawan. All the para-SF crossed over the LOC at 4:30 am, 36 hours after they had left for their historic mission. The entire operation was monitored from Army headquarters in Delhi, at the Northern Command headquarters in Udhampur and Srinagar. Drones were in the air capturing every detail through the entire duration of the operation. Besides the major who received the Kirti Chakra, 5 men from the 3 teams were honored with Shaurya Chakra. 13 others received Sena Medal for gallantry. The 2016 surgical strike was not the first under the BJP-led NDA government. A surgical strike against terrorists in Myanmar had been carried out in June 2015. Saluting the real heroes, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.